The Coinseries channel is pleased to have you back. Who are you with? Your vote enter in the option community. If you've been keeping up with whale activity, you might have noticed that they've been buying XRP for the past 2 weeks. This prompted me to keep an eye on the XRP community and a few other events that were taking place here. Being an engaged part of the XRP community is something I'm really proud of. Holder. And while the price of XRP has been quite consistent and hasn't changed much, I've seen adult guys getting really worked up about stuff they don't even remember or care about anymore. It is normal to feel as though you have seen this scenario unfold before it actually does. We learn everything from these parents' cries and gripes over their children's absence. Yeah. More than that, they are unhappy with XRP's present price, even though they would have been emotionally content with it if other items hadn't done better. Truly, against all the previous claims, Welsh officials have been positioning themselves by buying XRP, and their conviction in the cryptocurrency's future value development is evident. Is that something you can get behind? Also, would you like to know how much money they spent? I'll just stay at around 360 million XRP, just at the beginning of the film. So, I will talk about that and a couple other things. Looking forward optimistically is essential. As grown-ups, we must not to behave like spoilt brats. In my opinion. Remember that it is not a simple task. Alright. Given my complete lack of financial experience, I prioritize this task. I am not a financial expert, so you should not listen to me when I advise you to purchase or sell anything. Creating videos on YouTube about cryptocurrency is something I like doing for fun. I'm just an enthusiast. The current price of XRP is 61 cents, whereas the value of Bitcoin is $43,200. The first few minutes of the film will also show you why that level is so important. Also, after accounting for all costs, marketing expenditure amounts to $1.67 trillion, and the crypto fear and greed score is 71 out of 100. This implies that, unsurprisingly, a lot of people are still experiencing gassiness or indigestion. This is a headline from Cointelegraph, however discussing Bitcoin is crucial for XRP forecasting. Although XRP's market position may change in the future, it is now following Bitcoin's. But that is, if nothing improves in the future. A trader has predicted that Bitcoin's price, which is now approaching $45,000, is about to surge. This prediction has made headlines. We shouldn't expect this to change very soon. According to data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView, Bitcoin USD only showed sideways swings during the weekend, despite one trader's prediction of a new Bitcoin price breakthrough. Bitcoin remained in a tight trading range until the December 24th weekly close. As the Wall Street trading week drew to a conclusion, the largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, rejected volatility based on the year's last US macro data, falling to roughly $43,500. Recent flat trading, according to Credible Crypto, a prominent trader and never-ending source of trustworthy crypto news on X, previously Twitter, indicates accumulation in flux. Upon examination, just fact Bitcoin is involved doesn't change my judgment that these parts go well together. Yes, generally speaking, and undoubtedly considering the present environmental situation. In the short term, the XRP price has essentially been flatlining, so yep, that's certainly true, if we ignore the naysayers. Also, we'll be able to tie the subject of XRP to those misbehaving whales when we get to that part of the conversation. But this is the quote that's being referred to. You won't find many choices that are better than this. What I need to do is insert the relevant quote here. I will simply copy and paste the text without reading it in its entirety. Check this out. One of my favorite creatures of all time, Credible Crypto, is here. This graph was shared and you wrote the following. You won't find many choices that are better than this. As far as I can tell, we're currently in the final stage of accumulation before the surge to $50,000 or more, and the range is quite close. All things considered, Ollie has reached new depths in the region, the currency base is thriving, spot buyers are bustling, and funding is nearly all reset. I am ready to go forward. The 24-hour chart is up next. I'm crossing my fingers for another quick break into the low 40-3000s so Phil can see a few more of my first offers. What we've seen with Bitcoins lately is actually quite comparable to this. Cryptocurrency like Bitcoin is simply that, a cryptocurrency. At the start of recording, this actually kind of fell from a considerable height. We seem to be entering the final downhill spiral even as I speak, so it looks like we're getting what you folks know better than me or will know in the future. To answer your question about when the Bitcoin price would decline, a sustained close below $43,200 would be the first indicator. Even Trump specialist Ali Martinez thinks this way. If this scenario materializes, Bitcoin's price might reach $37,000. Assuming the vital $43,200 support level stays firm, the bulls appear to be favoring the bullers, which might drive Bitcoin to $47,360. It whirled below the level, just as the record started rolling again, just as I was about to start recording the next Moon Lumbo Hot Jam. Prices should continue to rise, because the market trend is clearly visible. But even if you did detect a declining trend, taking into account everything else that has transpired, you would probably not notice all the things that I have been highlighting lately, weekly, or even daily, particularly these types of behaviors for various market participants, which would lead you to believe that there is likely to be a downward trend, at least in the here and now. The answer is obvious. As an XRP investor, I have to admit that my enthusiasm for cryptocurrency has never been higher. This monster has been building up to this point for over 6 years, and it will be spectacular when it breaks its own record. To put it simply, I feel like we're really close. Given Bitcoin's track record of satisfying our needs, I fail to see why XRP's value wouldn't keep climbing. Although I really doubt it will happen, I could be totally wrong and XP could end up at zero. This is an XRP chart that Greg Crypto, a chart specialist, sent us. He said XRP will hit $1.20 in around 55 days. 55, I don't have a good idea of how long it seems to you, but it certainly isn't long to me. After 6 years here, it's more true than ever. The point in time about which everyone is so concerned, though, will really come approximately 5 or 10 years from now. We shall see what happens inside that time range. Looking at the larger picture on a chart, though, will reveal that everything has transpired and that the present moment is irrelevant. Plus, the radar will show it as a tiny d. You'll have to zoom in very tight to see any details. In the event that taking a 2017 Bitcoin perspective is much the same. In spite of the many time restrictions, the basic concept remains the same. Since we hit something much bigger, the complete antithesis, our tiniest object is now what it is. That is precisely what will happen with XRP. Consequently, it was not given much attention. While 55 days may not seem like much on these charts, it feels like an eternity when viewed in the big picture. Let the time go by. Crypto enthusiasts, though, insist on keeping on. If the blue fractal opens, we may see a rapid increase in the near future. Even though 90% of people would be unhappy with XRP as it is, think of the possibilities if its price reduced to 55 to 50 cents. Although max pain with paper hands may cause some discomfort at first, you should brace yourself for a final explosion of $1.20. In its usual, snail-like crawl, XRP eventually transforms into a rocket and speeds up towards its lofty direction. In principle, I agree with him, but when it comes to the specifics, I still have my doubts. People go through excruciating pain because of it. Its very character dictates that. Many people find it difficult to be patient when it goes, but when it goes, it goes. I will discuss cryptocurrencies since I cover them on my YouTube channel. Would I have an emotional reaction that is unfavorable if we witness a decline? What if the stakes keep rising? I don't think that's XRP. Yes, I will maintain my current point of view. No matter what happens in the near term with the market, my long-term forecast for XRP has not changed. It yields no results. As far as anyone can tell, the whales have adopted this herd mentality. No matter how familiar you are with the typical types of investors who engage in speculation. Could you kindly elaborate? Thank you. that which is easily swayed, especially in the face of hardship, as whales. The quantity of XRP that big investors acquired in barely 1 week is once again the crypto fundamental highlight. Plus, I already told you that there are 360 million XRP, so now you know. At some point, it becomes apparent that big-time speculators, or whales, are hoarding XRP in anticipation of a price surge. Coincident with this strategic change, XRP enters its consolidation zone and maintains its protracted state, a period in which it has not demonstrated significant performance when compared to other digital assets like Solana and Cardano. Notable market chartist Ali Martinez has been monitoring the enormous quantity of XRP tokens that whales have acquired over the past week, according to data from the popular market intelligence platform Sentiment, which Martinez mentioned in a recent tweet. The update states that XRP whales spent around $223 million, or nearly 360 million XRP, on XRP purchases between December 14th and 22nd. Listen, I've noticed an unusually high volume of people expressing their dissatisfaction with the XRP price on social media platforms within the past week. What happened next is that XRP's price dropped after briefly doubling to 9,093 cents after gaining legal clarification, but then it began to plummet again. I feel like this one could be even more heated than the others, which is saying something because there were some really intense replies. And I guess it's not too surprising in those situations. After taking everything into account, it's clear that some people are really upset about things like Solana's success over the extra weekend and XRP's stagnation throughout the previous week. People have it really bad here. So, I guess it's safe to say that I'm interested in this. To me, that's the most hilarious aspect. I have been bringing it up with a significant amount of people for that reason. Regularity over the previous several days, it's because I've been having this kind of experience. No, that's incorrect. Although it's rare, every once in a while I'll meet someone who is really unhappy with the pricing action of XRP. Though you're not new to investing, you've never faced anything like this. It is therefore entertaining to note that this has persisted over the whole week. The whales acted like total goofballs throughout last week's event, as I'm sure many of you have also noted. The general fear that someone will take it all is an added layer of stress. Whales, being aquatic animals, just swim away. If they proceed in that manner, we will. Speculators referred to as whales frequently own XRP in the tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions. Martinez of the charter company tweeted that this tactic to accumulate more XRP has been absent for the previous 3 months. I just don't think it's possible under any conditions. Additionally, the fact that it pertains to institutional level matters is intriguing, yet the fact that it has a larger scope is not unexpected. One would expect that on a national or even institutional level, even though it shouldn't be surprising. In a similar vein, the effect is visible with Bitcoin choose your coin. On the other hand, you love seeing it, don't you? Hey, it would be a good idea. That material is top-notch. For the simple reason that market changes occur simultaneously. Also, I have the impression that the institutional whales, the uneducated investors who don't allow their emotions influence their trading decisions, are dead set on XRP's future success. I would be astonished if part of the expectations were based on Bitcoin's behavior, given that the entire asset class moves simultaneously. Furthermore, XRP has never achieved a new all-time high except from the first increase in Bitcoin's value. It requires our utmost attention. To be honest, I think it's fair. Assume for the moment that this is the general agreement. Equally peculiar is this. If that's the case, it's quite unusual, considering that current market cycle started less than 4 years ago. I will definitely obtain a ticket if this occurs, even if there is no guarantee that it will. Good news, I'm even today. Have a Merry Christmas. In my opinion, the crypto world is experiencing some really exciting times right now. Truly, this opportunity will not come again. Moreover, some people just can't sit on their hands. In reality, you're just questioning responsible adults about how they spend their own money. Some people can't bear the idea of doing nothing and just watching their lives unravel. In a world where there is no variance beyond moon levels, a world where I am more stubborn than anybody else, there can be no volatility. So, I am now putting my faith in the existence of such persons. However, my friend, if you can just simply make sure they understand this concept, that would be perfect. Please do not take this as an indication that you should trade in any manner. I simply want to voice my thoughts. Apply logic and evidence, talk to a financial advisor. Give my channel a thumbs up and subscribe if you like what you see. Goodbye for now.